Culberson County. Rugged, remote, it was and it continues to be on the frontier. From the edge of a prehistoric sea, to the western frontier, to the frontiers of outer space. This region's history of being on the edge goes back to the Permian period, over 250 million years ago. That's before the dinosaurs. At this time, Culberson County lay along the coast of the prehistoric Delaware Sea. For tens of millions of years, a reef thousands of feet deep developed along the shoreline from the countless skeletons of sponges, algae, and shellfish. Then buried for millions of years, the reef was later uplifted by tectonic forces. The resulting Guadalupe Mountains reveal portions of the world's finest example Permian Age limestone, the largest fossil reef in the world, and most complete collection of Permian aquatic fossils. Between those superlatives and the ones describing nearby Carlsbad Caverns, which include some of the longest and deepest caves in the world, this place is a geological mecca. The Guadalupe Mountains also provided shelter, food, and protection for indigenous people for over tens of thousands of years. Their presence is documented by cave paintings known as pictographs, cooking rings, arrow points, and basketry. The last of these native peoples, the Mescalero Apaches, arrived here about 600 years ago. Pushed off the plains by hostilities with the Comanches, who were being pressed westward by Euro-American expansion, the Apaches held out in this isolated, windswept, mountainous region, whose harsh conditions protected it from Euro-American incursion until late in U.S. history. Finally targeted for U.S. expansion in the 1860s, the Guadalupe region was fiercely defended by the Apaches for 2 more decades, with raids and guerrilla warfare. By the late 1880s, however, their land base, water, and food resources were so reduced by the U.S. Army's relentless onslaught that the survivors were forced out of the Guadalupe Mountains and onto reservations. It was the development of the first overland mail route, the Butterfield Trail, that opened the doors of this remote, cactus-strewn region to U.S. immigration. This mail and passenger stage route connected the eastern states with California, reducing transcontinental correspondence to 25 days. It previously took 30 days to sail to the Isthmus of Panama, cross by wagon, and then sail up the west coast, and prior to that, 200 days to sail around the tip of South America. Developing the stage route involved building stations every 15 to 20 miles, where horses were watered, fed, and changed. The stage line and its stations that crossed the Guadalupe Mountains intruded on Apache land and fell prey to Apache assaults. These attacks, in turn, prompted Texas Ranger and U.S. military defense, primarily Buffalo Soldier regiments, adding one of the final chapters to the Apache Wars. The ruins of the Pinery Station, the highest stage station along the Butterfield Trail, still stand today in Culberson County in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. The qualities of seclusion, aridity, and harsh topography that impeded Euro-American settlement of this land in the 19th and early 20th centuries land, today serve to protect the region from the urban sprawl that blights more populous areas of Texas. In addition to the de-stressing effect that locals and visitors enjoy when immersed in vast expanses of undeveloped vistas and prospects of distant mountains, the absence of urban sprawl also protects one of the region's other amenities, its dark skies. Culberson County lies at the threshold of the Greater Big Bend International Dark Sky Reserve. At 9 million acres, this is the largest reserve and protected dark sky place in the world. Here, the night stars really are big and bright, and the nearby McDonald Observatory in the Davis Mountains as well as the Big Bend National Park and Big Bend Ranch State Park offer unparalleled opportunities for stargazing. Not only are dark night skies essential to stargazing and astronomical studies, they are also essential to the circadian rhythms of all life on Earth. Most animals and insects are nocturnal and need the protection of darkness to survive. Human beings, too, biologically need the cycle of light and dark for our physical and emotional health. Light pollution is tied to sleep dysfunction, depression, obesity, diabetes, and vision problems. And the energy and environmental costs of it are exorbitant. The oasis of darkness filling the night skies of Culberson counties has led this remote region to the final frontier, outer space. Located in the Chihuahuan Desert grasslands 25 miles north of Van Horn is the rocket engine test facility and suborbital rocket launch site of Blue Origin Aerospace Company. The brainchild of Jeff Bezos, this company aims to preserve Earth by tapping the limitless resources of space and exploring the movement of damaging industries into space. It supports both private and federal projects, including a return to the moon as part of NASA's Artemis program. As the doorway to stellar observation and space exploration, Culberson County remains forever on the frontier.